Well, Decision Point was started about 15 years ago. The idea behind Decision Point was to put together a program that would offer the client the best possible outcome. As someone who is in recovery and finally was able to get sober, it was a very long journey. Having been in and out of treatment programs since I was about the age of 18, I was able to draw on all those various treatment experiences and pull together the best elements of all those different programs.
When I first arrived to Decision Point, I was pleasantly surprised that everyone that worked here was in recovery and how nice they were and how willing they were to help me. The other thing that I liked about Decision Point is I had been trying to live on my own for a number of years, and I was never able to do that without relapsing. This gave me an opportunity to live in my own apartment with sober people and to cook and clean and do my own laundry and stay sober through it.
I was introduced to all the staff members, and everybody was so compassionate, and almost everyone that works here is in recovery themselves. Everybody was so passionate, and they cared about me as an individual and not as just a group like I was used to.
When our daughter came to Decision Point, she was one of the walking dead. She was gray, no color, no matter how much sun she got. She was gaunt and she was lifeless.
One of the things that most differentiates our program from other treatment programs is our focus on trauma. We often have clients who have been through multiple treatment episodes before coming here and didn't even realize that they had trauma issues underlying their addiction. And so our focus on trauma helps get at the core of what leads to repeated relapses, as well as general unhappiness and discontent with their lives, even if they have been able to maintain periods of sobriety.
I had been involved in a 12-step program for a couple of years, and I had several relapses, and I just could not maintain long-term sobriety. And I'd had a sponsor tell me that I needed to go to long-term treatment. I Googled long-term treatment, and I found Prescott, Arizona, Decision Point Center, and I opened up the page, and there was a picture of people whitewater rafting. I read about the staff that they had here in the program, and I knew immediately that Decision Point was the place for me.
We have a wide array of therapeutic modalities, such as 12-step, trauma, adventure, equine, and no one can predict what is going to provide that moment of change for a particular client that's going to help them turn their life around.
I loved the equine therapy, and I could not wait to do it every single Monday when we were here. The horses were amazing therapy for me.
Coming to Prescott and getting involved in the adventure program, this is big sky country, and getting out and seeing the rock formations, the sky, the sun, the animal life, twice a week while we were in treatment was amazing. It was an escape for me. It was something that I hadn't experienced in a couple of years. It was a way to get out and sit on the side of a mountain and meditate and look out across the valley. I had some very special times during the adventure program. I had some major breakthroughs in my life, and it helped me find God again.
Decision Point works is because of our wonderful staff and all of our program elements. They all come together. Ultimately, it's about allowing that client to make that connection, not only with themselves, but with their spirit. And it's about having fun in recovery. It's not just about living sober. It's about being able to do that and have fun at the same time, building new relationships and healthy relationships. And that's what it's all about.
All my friends are in recovery. We have an absolute blast here in Prescott, Arizona together. My entire life is submerged with sober people doing fun, sober things. Because if this isn't going to be fun, then why stay sober?
I would recommend Decision Point to anyone who is struggling with addiction, because we not only work on the addiction, we address the hurting heart, the fractured mind, and the broken spirit. We can help you reclaim your life.
Seeing what she is now, it's just, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what she's going to do with her life, free from any kind of addiction.
My life is very serene today and very peaceful. I don't have any worries today. I work here in this community, I live in this community, I go to meetings here, all my friends are here. I'm surrounded by great relationships with great people. I'm a different man today living in Prescott, Arizona than I've ever been before.